Hey beautiful people, it's Rickita and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I want to talk to you guys about someone that got approved for $1,000. And I saw this and I was like, wow, that's amazing. And I also thought about people that's on the journey of actually just building their credit overall and how much $1,000 approval can actually help someone. So I want to talk to you guys about the approval, and the approval is actually with Self. So that was the Self Plus card. Self has their new credit card that you guys probably already saw, but first you had to have the Self account and possibly got into the Self credit card first, and then they'll allow you to go ahead and apply for the Self Plus card. But this person was able to get approved for $1,000, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is amazing, because when you get the Self account like that, or any type of account when you're first starting off, those accounts can really help you on your credit journey into getting more credit cards. So I wanted to teach you guys about other credit cards that can help you with this journey, because some people don't understand that if you want to build your credit, make sure you have at least 4 credit cards, make sure that they're reporting every month, and make sure that you're keeping the balance low on it and you're never late on it. Those are the basics of it, but some people don't even know like which credit cards to get. So that's why I want to show you all the credit cards I will suggest that you guys can get to start on your credit journey. Now, on my website, Rickita.com, I do have a list. So you can schedule a call on my website. I have free dispute letters for anybody that have negative accounts. Other dispute letters, my exclusive membership, and then also I have these credit card lists here. Now, with the credit card list, when you're in the building stage, maybe you want to find the best credit cards to build credit. Maybe you do want to see and get familiar with ones that's for building credit. Or also you can look at the best credit cards for bad credit, because I feel like there's a few extra accounts on bad credit. So maybe you want to go and check this list out. But the goal is to get some credit cards and have them report. So first, let's kind of see which credit cards are on these lists, and then I'll show you a bigger list that you can really choose for with even more credit cards. And these credit cards can tell you yes or no without a hard inquiry. So that would be really good for you when you're in the building stage. Now, the Self, I know that my internet is not the best right now, but I wanted to make sure I get this video out. So sometimes you're not going to see the image pop up for the videos here. But this is the Self I said you have to get first to be able to get that Self Plus. If you want to go this route and start building your credit with this Self Visa card, you could. The key to all of your credit cards, though, you guys, pay the statement balance. They're going to have a statement balance, the minimum balance. Pay the statement balance by the due date to never be charged any interest. Just do that, and then also make sure your balance, your utilization is at 5% or below, and you'll be good. And that's for all of these cards. The difference now is which card do you want to get? And we should base it off of like annual fees, how much they can actually approve you for, and then also what credit card you can go to next. So the Self Visa can get you to that Self Plus card. I want to find ones that's not secured, so I'm going to skip over quite a few accounts. But I want to find some that's not secure, because I don't think that you necessarily have to go to secure route. Now, we have the Capital One Platinum secure, but they do have a regular Capital One Platinum on their website. They also have the Capital One Quicksilver. Capital One in general can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. So Capital One is a great company to start with. When I started building credit, I started building credit with Capital One. I got the Platinum, and then I found out you can get 2 of the personal ones. So I was like, oh my gosh, let me get another one. So I ended up getting the Quicksilver. So I had the Platinum and Quicksilver, and it helped me build my credit. The key to it is that you just have to make sure you pay the statement balance by the due date, and don't let them report more than 5% as your utilization. So that would be really the key. Now, the Discover Student Chrome card could be great if you're a student, but Discover in general, see if Discover can give you a credit card, because Discover is a great company that you can start building with in terms of having more credit. And Discover was just bought by Capital One, so you know you're gonna see that they're great. They're both going to be great for you to start building your credit, and both of them can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. Now, some people start with Credit One, but they have a horrible annual fee a lot of times. Some people, if they can get a the annual fee at like $0, I would agree with it. But if they came, this is not one that I would agree with always getting. So if you can pre-qualify for it and they give you a $0 annual fee, go for it. But when you don't necessarily have bad credit, don't settle for certain credit cards that have an annual fee and you don't get any type of benefit back in terms of rewards. Like with Discover, the Student Chrome, all these credit cards have at least 1% cash back. Capital One, that Quicksilver give you 1.5% cash back. This one, the Platinum, don't give you cash back, but it don't have an annual fee. And the Quicksilver, it has an annual fee, but it gives you cash back. You get what I'm saying? Because I remember even when I had the Quicksilver, I thought it was a bad account because I'm like, oh my gosh, I got an annual fee. And I wouldn't necessarily get that credit card now, but when I look back on it, how much I was getting in rewards always covered my annual fee anyway, So make sure you're getting something back from credit cards, especially if you're considering accepting an annual fee. Mission Lane, I actually got this credit card just because I saw a lot of people was asking about it, and I loved it. I still love it. I still got the credit card. I don't use it. Maybe every 6 months I would use it, but it's a great card that can report to the credit bureaus to help you build your credit up, and it'd be a great beginner one. And then they gave me an increase out of nowhere, so I do like that. And I was like, okay, I guess that's cool. So that can be a great one for you. Prosper, again, no annual fees. All of these credit cards is no annual fees, but I really don't even want you to really get started in any of like the milestone, because again, these for bad credit. These milestones, that's for people with bad credit and they accept the annual fees. Again, stay away from annual fees when you're in the building stage in general. Now, this is the next list, because again, you just want to get 4 credit cards. You're in the building stage, you want to not have an annual fee. There's even more credit cards on this list that can be great for you. As long as they don't have an annual fee on them, they're going to report to all 3 credit bureaus. They give you a decent limit. These companies can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. So I would like for you to come through this list and try to see if you can find your 4 credit cards that you want to start building your credit. Now that list is very, 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 very long, so I'm honestly not going to go through that full list with you, but I do want to end by saying this. When it comes down to you all building credit, again, just get your 4 credit cards. Do not overthink it. What you need to do is just pay your statement balance by your due date and just make sure that you're not having more than 5% and utilization being reported to the credit bureaus. As long as you're doing that, I don't care how much money you spend on it. If you're following those things, then you should not have a problem with building your credit. Now, when you start off with these first 4 credit cards, or if you started just with 5 credit cards, whatever you start with, when you start with your first credit cards, I would say in about 6 months to a year, start figuring out which credit cards you want to get next. What's the next card you want to get? Because some of these cards, like even like with this Self Plus, this one have an annual fee. And although it's good to start building with, you're not going to want to keep that forever. You're going to want something that you can really build with, where you never have to pay an annual fee with. Annual fee, you can get regular increases like with Discover or like a Navy Federal, a credit union, a bank, a regular bank. Usually with those credit cards, you should be able to keep your credit card with no annual fee, so you don't think, oh my gosh, I'm paying, $39 a month or whatever you pay at $49. Even like with my Delta American Express, it's $99 annual fee for that. But it's like, when you paying $99, what do you get for that? Is it going to cover? Is going to cover it. And if you stop seeing the benefit of having that credit card, you're going to eventually want to close it, and you don't want to close any of your credit cards. So it's best to start off with great credit cards, or if they're not the best, in about 6 months to a year, you need to hurry up and jump to what is better. Or what's going to happen is you're going to start getting stagnant and stuck with your credit. But just understand, again, try to do like the no annual fee. Look through those lists. Like I said, it's on my website, Rickita.com. Look through those lists. If you can find 4 of them, keep the balance low on them. You should be building your credit naturally. And as you see your credit score go up, try to see which credit card companies out there can pre-qualify you, because they may just say yes. And if that's the card you want, then nothing to cry about, right? But hopefully this video was helpful, and congratulations again on your $1,000 approval. I hope that is going to help you in your credit journey, or wherever you at in that. I'll see you guys in the next video.